My computer just. Welcome to the think tank. We use critical thinking, deductive reasoning, and just a pinch of common sense to draw unbiased logical conclusions. Wow, I'm off this morning. Early morning, I'm here with my partner in crime, my co-host, the Honorable Dion Powell, who's going to introduce himself to you.
Yes, I'm the 78th Assembly District Leader Dion Powell from the Bronx, and I'm wearing this stylish New York Knickerbockers hat because I'm from New York. Someone asked me, "Hey, are you the next man, Dion?" I said, "Nah, I'm just from New York at this point, wearing a nice fashion statement." So I'm here to talk about Trump and give you the positive perspective that you probably want and don't see in legacy media. That's why we have this platform here.
That's one reason for the platform. I thought it was to discuss things and figure out what's happening in the world, including in politics. And speaking of Trump, we have Marjorie Taylor Greene. She seems to be breaking from, I mean, she was a staple in the MAGA movement. Like when you thought MAGA, Marjorie Taylor Greene was on your top five list. Well, maybe
Yeah.
top 10. What's up with this break? Why is she leaving? What, like she's come to some sort of epiphany that the MAGA movement may not be, well, the Republican Party. She separates it from Trump and the MAGA movement, but she's seems to be moving away from the movement based on the fact that she thinks that they're not completely with women. And you know, when you have a commander in chief that just grabs them by the pee, that kisses women because he can, because he's rich and they like it and they accept it, who we're not going to get into all of the accusations right now. We're just going to talk about the things he said and done. And you got Sweeney walking around with good genes. Like, I mean, that was offensive, but that's a whole nother topic. Double entendre. She was talking about how good her butt looking jeans on a commercial. She's got a pancake. I'm like, y'all chose her. But we're on MJT. So I'm curious, why do you feel she broke from the party?
Again, this Israel, Gaza situation, Palestine situation. Um, that's how can I say? It's Marjorie Taylor Greene's an American first portion of the family, like myself, where we need to rebuild this country, get patriotism back, and focus on us. All the other countries can fall back. Let's get our money back. Let's get our troops back, and that kind of stuff, and focus on building our own country. Now, her point is number one, as a Christian, which I agree, I'm a Christian too. This is wrong, morally wrong. All right. Part two is that it's putting Israel first and America second. So those are 2 points. Now, when it pertains to her saying that women aren't welcome, that makes sense because on the GOP, the saying is just the good old boys and that kind of toxic male white leadership, as they were saying, the blue team. But yes, when you go against the grain on this side, you will be ostracized as such. And just like both parties, you will see people's true colors when you break from lockstep. So that's why I think where she's at with it.
So I want to understand this. You're telling me that a party that's about the good old boys is actually about the men, and you're telling me after 5 years she's opening her eyes and seeing this. What policies do you believe happened that made her realize this thing that the rest of the world's been saying for the last 5 years? What policies made her say this?
Remember, you say all the time, Trump said that he's going to end the war from day one. Well, again, Marjorie Taylor Greene, as well as people that actually, like myself, beat their chest that Trump had peace for 4 years in his first term. No major global conflicts on the scales that we're seeing now with Israel and Ukraine and some other situations. And the policy of funding for Israel and a lack of funding for other areas. Like, she's one of those people that's pro Veterans Affairs, funding as well. But again, America First, she's starting to see how much influence Israel has, but also her Christian moral compass is starting to give way to the pressures of the tragedy that's going on there. There's reports are coming out that, mostly young people are being, killed and things like that. And, people are throwing the word,
Unalived. They're being
oh,
unalived.
yeah, because I don't really talk like this, Leo, though,
Yo,
to be honest.
you don't want to normally give me the notes. So you
So,
good, you good.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
by
So,
the
so
way, if you're
basically,
enjoying the content, if you're liking what's happening, if you want to be a part of the conversation, if you want more topics like this, please like, share, subscribe. It'll help get us out there so that more people can join the community, become critical thinkers. We do lives where you can come in and you can become a part of the conversation and help find solutions because we're in a time where the country's more split than it's ever been, more divided than it's been since I can't say ever there was a civil war. And I don't think we're quite there yet, but in order to avoid that, we need to come together and have conversations like this. I'm sorry, Dion, you want to continue?
well, again, how can I say? I always say that's what they all say. It's gonna be a civil war, y'all. This is the land. This is Rome is burning. All those wonderful things. But I always sing my famous song, "The sun will come out tomorrow." Even the Republicans, it's doom and gloom. So yes. So again,
Oh, he
Israel.
put a little of his theater out. That actually
Yeah.
that wasn't exactly tone deaf.
Wipe
Okay.
away your sadness and your sorrow. You see
Okay,
what I'm
I
saying?
see
The
you. I
world
see
keeps
you. I see
burning.
you. Okay. Okay.
Especially if you are a believer in the Most High, like me. So, yeah, so Marjorie Taylor Greene is not the only one, but she's the one that's a leader and a face of the MAGA movement. That's like, we can't have a person like this speak up and out, 'cause she really is ruffling our feathers. And again, like you've seen on the internet, people have been burning their MAGA hats over this issue and Ukraine and Epstein because it seems as though Trump has broken major promises along the way that a lot of people looked up to and followed him without question, but now they're starting to question.
I see. So it's no longer promises made, promises kept. It's
But
now,
keep in mind, Leo, sorry to cut you off. Keep in mind that she's still going to toe the party line when it comes to majority of the issues. However, her being vocal on this one issue is not a good look. That's why they have to try to, get her to fall back in line and keep quiet as a woman. And so now she's falling back on the identity politics because on the surface, it does seem like it's all white male dominated. But on this side, things work a little bit differently. So that may push Marjorie Taylor Greene more to the center with those progressive, identity politics as a woman and encourage more women on this side to actually go more towards that direction because they are, feeling this way about this kind of leadership with Trump. And that's about it. So that's the dangers of what she's doing.
well, I don't know if it's dangerous. Walking around with your eyes open sounds like you don't bump into walls. It sounds like a good thing to me.